Tuesday's fantasy hockey roster contains a healthy 10 games, but not all games are healthy. Sickness abounds in the Nashville Predators vs Boston Bruins game. Preds will be without Matt Duchene Ryan Johansen, and it could be without Roman Josi Filip Forsberg. The Bruins did not officially say Sunday off for Brad Marchand. Join or start a league for free. Hampus Lindholm and Patrice Bergeron, consolidate our position, was the day off, so it's unclear which of them will return. This leaves behind a lot of fantasy to fight, as well as a lot of potential talents waiting on the sidelines. While some of Predators' junior players have filled the void with Tommy Novak and Philip Tomasino, potential interests in deeper leagues, veteran Tyson Barrie is a must-star in Josi's absence. Tyler Bertuzzi is one who benefits most from Bruins if any of top six sit outside, as he slides from third line to cover them. An extremely light three-game Wednesday means there are only two teams playing back-to-back. On Monday, Edmonton Oilers Montreal Canadiens are back in action in Vegas, Philadelphia, respectively. Stuart Skinner will start for the Oilers. Habs will roll with Cayden Primeau on crease. Always East. Positive score matches watch live at 1900 at Madison Square Garden, ESPN Plus Holiday, Rangers, Feast. The Blue Shirts don't have any softer pairings left, so they need to capitalize on the 31st team's goals against 60 when they can. The top six are already squad locks, but if he's available, or in your bench, you might consider Kendra Miller. Tyler Mott has also been popping up all the stats lately with points, shots, hits and blocked shots, setting him 2.0 fantasy points per game in his last 8 games. Why is Patrik Laine absent for the third time this season? Anyway, with that said, Boone Jenner, Johnny Gaudreau, and Kirill Marchenko are locked in for the top spot, and all three have been meeting the fantasy-related threshold lately. 2200, Scotiabank Saddledome. Watch live on ESPN Plus. This is the fourth match between the two teams this season. The previous 3 matches have resulted in a total of 28 goals. Adrian Kempe performed for 5 points, Tyler Toffoli 3 goals 5 points, and Gabriel Vilardi 2 and 1 assist. And don't forget that Sean Durzi Kevin Fiala returned for the Kings on Sunday, and must return to the roster after missing 7-6 games respectively. Intermediate fantasy forwards Brock Boeser, W, Vancouver Canucks Boeser worked slowly and steadily to gain favor with the Canucks. Boeser, who is sometimes third place this season, and not always in power play, has been the top 6, and has been consistently gaining the edge lately. 1.8 fantasy points per game last month is proof of that. Certainly, the 1.8 FPPG isn't something to write home about, but in matches for odds against goalkeepers in the league's basement, Boeser can beat that average. Nikolaj Ehlers, W, Winnipeg Jets The Jets have been so consistent all season, March has been extra painful for them to spin in their fantasies. A matchup here with the team that has scored the most goals recently should improve what's been bothering them. Please. Deep League Daily Fantasy Value forward Sammy Blais, W, St. Louis Blues Showtime Sammy Blais won't stop. Catch that lightning in a bottle because it's extra valuable. Blais led the NHL in hits last month. Alex Chiasson, W, Detroit Red Wings. The Penguins are 25th with 11 powerplay goals allowed last month, and 25th with an average of 3.0 powerplay opportunities allowed per game. This range. Chiasson is all about this power play. Intermediate fantasy defenders Deep League Daily Fantasy Value proponents Tyler Myers, D, Vancouver Canucks blocking everything in his path. Myers beat only Alec Martinez and Andrew Peeke in blocked shots last month. This helped feed the 2.1 FPPG in that range. Mikey Anderson, D, Los Angeles Kings Ryan Suter, D, Dallas Stars goalkeepers Carter Hart, G, Philadelphia Flyers with positive fantasy results in 3 of the last 4. Hart is having a good stretch, as he fooled us in the beginning. Don't let it completely hook you, a line sink you, but a matchup with the Canadiens is, yes, dangerous given their recent show and modest health, but also ice for the Habs home-to-back Flyers. It's not without risk though. Habs have won the previous 2 games this season, smashing Hart by 9. Thatcher Demko, G, Vancouver Canucks. Do we have to go any deeper than stating that the match is against the Chicago Blackhawks? Good morning my baby. The Canucks, behind Demko, are 4th in goals against 60 in 5-on-5 last month. Backup Alex Orn, W, Tampa Bay Lightning. If you're in the midsize or deeper league, and you have some roster decisions, a lawsuit could be filed to leave Orn on the bench. Power play is his best spot to attack, and Hurricanes have the best penalty kills in league lately.